everybody. How are you? We are live. This is our Get Healthy UTV Q&A monthly session. My name is Freytag, founder of Get Healthy UTV. I have the lovely Sam Cameronese with me. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I love these Q&As. They're always so much fun. We take questions from all of you members, and if you're not a member and you just happen upon us on Facebook or on Instagram, hi there.
Hi.
We take your question. Today's subject was going to be all about holiday weight gain and just kind of how to deal with your holiday schedule and how to deal with the highs and lows of the holidays and the stress and the good parts and you know, obviously stay healthy. But we will take any questions. So I just wanted to preface that you can bring us on any questions about fitness, fashion, food, whatever you want to talk about. Friends, we're here for you. So we do have some pre-asked questions.
And we have some big announcements coming today.
I know we have some really fun things to tell you today, so stay with us. About halfway through, we're going to talk about some of that. For those of you who are new, and I'm looking at Get Healthy UTV, hi everybody, checking out Facebook, and then of course our Get Healthy UTV page on the website.
Yep.
Get Healthy UTV is a streaming service. We stream workouts. We have over 250 workouts. We add a new one every Monday for our gold members. Yep. We add new programs every quarter that are for our premium and gold members. I've been making fitness videos since I was a baby for like 25 years. And so we are both very passionate about workouts that are like in a group kind of a setting where someone's telling you what to do, so you're actually getting more done than if you just stood there and stared at the wall by yourself. So for those of you who aren't members, we'll give you more information about that as you move along. If you are a member, this month we are following the new Bar, Sculpt, and Strong calendar. As a Facebook group, any of you who are in the private Facebook group, we follow a calendar together every month of the year. And we've been doing this now for almost 4 years. And it's really fun. I think it gives people a purpose. They print out the calendar. They see what workout comes the next day. Every month we do different calendars. So like, what was last month? I can't even remember. Oh, was it?
Why am I blanking?
Oh my gosh, we're totally blanking.
We do so many of them.
It wasn't fit over 40.
No,
it was lift. It was lift. It was low impact functional training. So that's a whole style of workouts. We always throw in some. Whoops, my phone is ringing. Go figure. We always throw in some yoga, some Pilates, but this month we're following the Bar, Sculpt, and Strong. Now, just to preface that, Lindsay is the leader on most of these. If you guys know trainer Lindsay, she's amazing. She loves bar. You can see a little bit of this, the latest or newest of the bar program. Lindsay's leading. She is, by the way, you can't even tell. She's like 6 months, 7 months pregnant in that picture. She was kicking my butt. Like my legs were shaking like leaves. I kept thinking, please don't have the camera focusing on me. I was so sore the next day. But in this calendar, there's a whole variety of different bar workouts.
Yep.
Bar is hard.
It's those small, minute, like muscle groups that you're recruiting that you don't normally do every day, and you really start to shake, and the afterburn, I feel like,
is intense. Now, for those of you on Instagram, you're not seeing what the others are seeing on Facebook. We're previewing some of the bar workouts, and man, they are tough. It's that little bit, like you said, of pulsing. The plies, the squats, the ab work, the arm work. It's just pretty amazing. So, if you are new to Get Healthy UTV, check out that calendar, Bar, Sculpt, and Strong. If you are not new, but you didn't know we followed a calendar together, join our Facebook group, because we do that. Okay, let's get into the questions, because that's what you're all here for. Let's do it.
All right, so kind of starting with some of our more holiday topic ones. Can we talk about cravings and how, you kind of have all those cravings over the holidays? She explained how she feels like she's a bottomless pit sometimes after having a long day. So can we talk about curbing those cravings?
Yeah, well, so first of all, sugar is very addictive. I mean, sugar has been compared to cocaine. I mean, if you've ever watched the documentary Fed Up with Katie Couric, it's a pretty eye-opening documentary about the way your body reacts on sugar, and you crave more. So at the holidays, one of the problems is there's a lot of sugar and alcohol around. And of course, depending on what kind of alcohol you're drinking, it can turn into sugar. So we have to be really careful. A couple of the things that I talk, to groups about at this time of year is, first of all, don't bring a lot of sugar into your house. I mean, you're gonna go to parties. You're gonna go places where there's going to be indulging treats and desserts and gooey ooey dips and that kind of stuff. Try not to bring it into your house unless you're entertaining for some reason. But, you know, you don't want to have to always go for those items during the holidays. Second of all, I do this. I know, and of course I'm a health nut, so you know, you decide if this is for you. But I always make a couple of desserts that are things that I want to eat, that are low sugar, that maybe have sugar substitute like a stevia in them, that maybe are made with, you know, oatmeal or no flour and butter, but something else. And honestly, when my kids were little, they would be like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, no way." They wanted their, you know, sugary desserts. But as my kids have gotten older, they appreciate some of those healthier tasting cookies.
Yeah.
It's kind of a joke with like my friends are always like, oh gosh, she's going to bring something with a health edge to it. But people do appreciate it. Even when I do that, people appreciate it and they go, hey, I love that dip you brought. What's in that? Or I love those cookies you made or those cupcakes. So try to bake or cook with a little bit of a healthful edge, have a few things. And then the other thing I'm going to say about cravings is get yourself a bunch of cut up veggies, get some hummus, get some almond butter, get some, so that when you have that need to munch, that you aren't going into all those crunchy, ooey gooey, you know, stuff that you like munch on, like carrots and almond butter or, you know, celery and hummus. It's so much better for you.
That's what we do. Christmas is one that my aunt always does, and love my aunt, but my whole family, we bring the fruits and the veggies because otherwise they're not there.
They're
and
not
so
there, yeah.
it is helpful to bring something that you know that you're going to eat, because otherwise you might even be starving because you're not going to eat the rest of it.
Well, and drink a lot of water.
Yes.
You know, especially on days where you know you're going to parties or you know you're going to events. Water will help to satiate you a little bit and keep you from craving all the salt and sugar.
Yep.
It's a never-ending cycle. Salt, sugar, salt, sugar. So.
Awesome. How do you address it when family gives you crap because you don't want to indulge in that? It happens.
At age 54, I've developed thick skin, and I don't care. I mean, when people say to me, oh my gosh, wah, here she comes, she's not going to overindulge or whatever, I'm like, that's fine. I don't have to. And as a matter of fact, when I was younger, when I was your age, overindulging didn't affect me the way it does now. Now it affects my sleep. It affects the way I feel the next day. It affects my mood. It affects my brain power. Everything. And, you know, I think some of you who maybe are in your 50s or older probably could relate to the fact that you feel different now. And so I just, you know, when someone makes fun of me, I'm like, that's okay. You know, it's kind of like online. When someone decides to make fun of me, I'm like, that's okay. You can have your opinion. I'm not going to let it bother me internally because I'm going to be who I am and I'm proud of it. So I think you have to do that too. That doesn't mean I don't indulge. I mean, believe me, I am like a sweets lover, but I'm very methodical about knowing, okay, I'm going to indulge, but I'm going to be, you know, I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to have a cookie. I'm going to have a piece of cheesecake, whatever it might be. I'm going to have a glass of wine or a couple glasses of wine, but not go, you know, hog wild.
Right. Awesome. Okay. What do you do when you have had enough for the day, drinking and eating, but friends are still kind of going at it, and then they're wanting you to drink or do more?
Well, one of the things that I've noticed is they will say to you, oh, have a drink or do this or do that. But when you say no, they honestly don't care. They just move on. Most people are just concerned with themselves. And I find like when I'm even out at night, and a lot of times, like let's say we're out with family, we're out with our adult kids, and there's a lot of, you know, people in their 20s who can just keep going and going. You know, I just drink water. I just do my thing. I still can have a ton of fun, but I'm not overindulging, whether it's eating or drinking, and kind of do my own thing. And honestly, when someone says to you, hey, you want another drink? You say, no, I've had enough. I'm having a glass of water. You know what they say? They usually go, oh, yeah, okay, and move on. They're doing their thing. So again, it goes back to thick skin. Have some thick skin, people.
How do you resist temptations in the break room at work when there's holiday treats almost every day? I've been there.
So, yeah, right. And by the way, if you're just joining us on Facebook or Instagram, we are talking how to avoid the holiday weight gain and temptations that are going to happen in the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty typical at work that there's tons of snacks and treats, and people bring in, you know, home-baked goods, and you have, like, potluck luncheons where there's all these ooey-gooey things. One of the things that I've always said about anything that's kind of that a grazing type of atmosphere is get a plate out, whether it's in the break room of the office or at a party. Put the things on it that you want to eat all at once. So you look at what you've got and then slowly but surely eat that at your desk or whatever you're doing. The problem is keep going back for more.
Yep.
When people go for one bite, then they walk through the break room, do it again, you don't realize how much you've eaten. But when you actually put it on a plate, you're like, okay, I'm satisfied with this amount. Again, a lot of this, it comes down to your ability to talk to yourself. Positive self-talk, like, hey, I want to eat these things. I'm going to try these few things, but I'm also going to be moderation because I know how bad I feel when I don't stay in moderation or how I don't sleep well or whatever it might be. So it's not about not allowing yourself, it's about being smart.
Yeah, and when I used to work in the corporate, I went through that. The month of December, they do almost every day. And I guess one thing that helped me is that knowing we had a calendar of like what was happening that day. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to indulge in that day. But you know what? I'm going to do this day because I really like tacos or whatever. So you can kind of pick and choose. And you know what? I was kind of that person that I would bring in the healthy treats. And I got so much crap for it, but I was like known as the healthy nut in the office. And I was like, you know what? I kind of have this like.
So I just went on this girls' weekend a couple weekends ago, kind of to your point, and everyone was bringing something. I said, I'm bringing a dessert dip. And immediately in the text group, everyone's like, oh my gosh, what is a dessert dip from Chris? And they're like, what is it? Is it hummus? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to tell you. So the reality is it's that cookie dough dip that we put up on Instagram, I don't know.
About a month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago. And it is made with chickpeas, but it's like, it tastes like cookie dough. It has some protein powder in it and some vanilla and some other almond butter and stuff. And everybody loved it. They were making fun of me at first, but then they all ate it and then everybody wanted the recipe.
They all want the recipe,
Thick skin, people. Hashtag thick skin.
Okay, you are going to love this question. Fitting in walking when there's snow and ice on the ground, what do you do?
Oh my gosh, okay. I hate winter. I just do. I don't usually use that word. I'm usually really positive, but I just really despise cold weather. I just hate being freezing cold. And so I get it. It's hard. But what I do is I create a group. I have a walking group. We egg each other on. We motivate each other. So typically in the winter, we're gonna walk on weekends. That's what we do. Hey, any of you girlfriends, if you're online, shout out to you. And we make a time that we're gonna meet, and we put on our Sorel boots and our Polar Tech tights and our long parkas and our hats and our really warm gloves with hand warmers in there. And guess what? Our dogs love it. And we go out in that cold and we just keep going. And honestly, we get hot. But it's the motivation of meeting a group that really gets me there. I also just commented on this as of this week. Normally in the warmer months, I work out in the morning and I walk my dog in the evening. But now when the weather changes, I now need to also walk the dog in the morning because by the time I'm done working for the day and it's after 5 p.m. and it's pitch black, I have zero motivation to go outside. So I just started flipping my schedule where I'm making a little extra time in the morning and then maybe work a little longer in the evening. But you know, you just got to do it. I mean, Nike has made hundreds of millions, probably billions of dollars on that saying, just do it.
We have Anya wondering what the big announcement is.
Of course she is wondering. She can't wait for anything. It's coming. We're going to talk about it halfway through the hour. What time? We'll talk about it in a few minutes because we do have something super exciting to talk about.
Yes, we do. So let's see. Do you bake cookies? This is a tradition for her and her family, but would love to know your thoughts on do you actually bake them? Are there healthy recipes out there?
Yep, I bake cookies. My family, it's also been a tradition in my family. My mom used to literally kill herself making 20 different types. I thought that was too many, but that was a really big tradition in our family. And then we'd have the cookie plate and everyone would love it over the holidays. So what I do is I make a couple that are tradition and have a feeling in my family. Cutout cookies have always been something that my kids always decorated when they were little. I decorated when I was little. So I always do cutouts, the true sugar cookie, sugar, butter, make the batter, the yummy frosting, everything. And then I often make gingerbread because I love gingerbread. But I'll make a few, and then I always make, like I mentioned earlier, 1 or 2 healthy alternatives that I like to eat that are something that I'm going to indulge in the evenings. My kids have become more interested in some of the healthier treats. My husband has definitely, over 30 years, become more interested. And for instance, our daughter is now vegetarian. She was vegan. So we did a lot of vegan baking for a while, which delicious. Yeah. So yeah, I do. It's about the only time of the year that I'm truly a baker.
Yeah.
Because I'm not usually like a baker.
Let's see, deciding what to eat or not to eat and fitting in workouts during the holiday season. Do you find that it's more difficult during the holiday season to fit those in?
We talk about this every year, because it is harder to fit them in because you are busier over the holidays. I don't know about you, and you'll have to jump in too, but I have more evening events, in the months of November and December, more than I actually want to go to. It's like a holiday happy hour and a this and a that, and there's just always something going on. Last week I had 3 of the 5 weekday nights I had something going on. This week, 2 of the 5. No, it's going to be 3 of the 5 for me this week.
And that's a lot for you.
Yeah.
On a weekday.
It gets hard, and then you're more tired, so it's harder to get up and do the workout. So here's what I would say. First of all, if you are super deprived on sleep, choose sleep. Because when you are so tired and you try to go work out, often you don't even put forth the effort. Have you ever been just going through the motions where you think, I would be better off in bed right now?
Yeah, that was me about 2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago, yeah. So if you feel that way, then catch up on your sleep. That's important. But if you can fit in short workouts, if you can go, like, for instance, on Get Healthy UTV, we have so many 10-minute workouts and 20-minute workouts. And for anybody who says, well, does 10 minutes work? I want you to try one of our 10-minute workouts. We have about 50 of them.
Yes, yep.
You sweat. You get your heart pumping. You burn 100 calories. I mean, it's for real. So maybe if you go from, instead of doing your hour-long workout in the morning, but you go to your half-hour workout or your 20-minute workout, you're still getting that body moving. Maybe if you are a 6-day-a-week kind of a person, you go down to 3 days a week during the holiday. Just don't go cold turkey, nothing. Yeah. I can't believe the number of people I talk to that go, oh my gosh, I didn't do one thing over the holidays, because it's so hard to get back into it.
Yep.
Keep your toe in the water a little bit for your mental health and your physical health.
I was going to say, for that mental, there's just so much going on. It is a great mental relief, even if it's 20 minutes. Like, hop on, put a DVD in or whatever, your Get Healthy UTV.
Get Healthy UTV.
Or walking outside, again, if it's warm enough out, or just bundle yourself up. But, like, the mental aspect of that just feels so much better. You can then go back to whatever you're doing afterwards.
And that's why I've always been a morning exerciser for the last, 20 plus years, because, especially at the holidays, the evenings, you might go, oh, I have nothing going on tonight. And by 3 p.m., guess what?
It's dark out.
All of a sudden, or someone says, hey, meet me for a drink. Or someone says, oh, there's this party, or let's go holiday shopping, or whatever. So if you get it done in the morning, then you can be a little bit, more relaxed about the evening.
We have a question from Carol, and I really like this question. The holidays are always stressful, fun, but stressful. Do you have any stress relief recommendations during the busy time?
Well, it is stressful. I agree. Fun and stressful. That's probably the 2 words I would use to describe the holiday season. This year, more than ever, I'm trying to be more prepared. Okay. Pre-think gifts. I tend to be one of those people that on December 20th, I kind of start freaking out. So I'm trying to pre-think gifts. We're actually doing way less gifts in my family now.
Yep.
Nobody feels the pressure to give everybody in the family a gift. Sometimes we just do gifts if something comes to mind that's super exciting, and we do it. So kind of keep that low pressure. I try to do a little more yoga, a little bit more deep breathing, a little more sleep. Honestly, sleep is it repairs your mind, your body. And I think when we are super sleep deprived, it's easy to let stress invade your world. I try to have a little bit more alone time, just take some time where it's like, okay, I'm going to today, for instance, I'm going to wash my hair today. I'm not going to let anyone get in my way. It feels good. Or I'm going to take a bath, or I'm going to go to a yoga class or something like that. So, those are some suggestions. Stress is just inevitable during the holidays based on schedules, but I think a little pre-planning and a little me time. And then what was the second part of the question?
Fitting in the workouts.
Oh yeah, fitting in the workouts. We just talked about. Go with a shorter workout. Just don't skip it. Go with a shorter workout, or cut one day out a week, or whatever it might be. If your holiday, is hard on you. And every Christmas we've traveled. Now this year I am hosting, but in my family we move it around.
Yep.
And every Christmas holiday I do Get Healthy UTV. this little computer right here. I bring it in my hotel room. Last year we were in Chicago, and my youngest sister, I would call her in her room and say, "Get your butt up here. We're going to do a workout." And she's like, complaining. I'm like, "Get up here." And then we did body weight workouts in my room. I remember because Lindsay was, barking at us, telling us what to do. And my sister's like, "This is so hard," but you get it done, and then you have a much better day.
And bring your family members into it. I did the same thing last year because I think Christmas is the one day that everything is closed. You can't really go to Lifetime or anything. And I had Chris barking in my mom and my ear, and it just felt good. We went downstairs. We escaped the dog. We escaped my dad. Everything. We went downstairs. We did it together, and then we were able to just kind of go on with our day. So it is a great stress reliever, and you get your day started.
I love it.
All right, so stay tuned. We still have those the fun announcement.
We have a fun
soon.
announcement, and I am looking on Instagram. I haven't seen a question. I've seen a lot of people joining, but if anyone has a question, even on Instagram, all of you ask away, because we're taking questions off of Facebook and our Get Healthy U TV page.
So we have someone who just joined Get Healthy U TV. She just got the program, but is a little overwhelmed. Where do you start?
Okay, so we created a video. It's under Tech Tips. So if you go to the Get Healthy U TV website and go to Tech Tips, we try to create a video for common questions. So, my Instagram says it's reconnecting. There we go. So if members ask the same question over and over, we make a video. We created a video called How to Navigate the Get Healthy U TV site, because people would say, "I don't understand premium versus gold. I don't understand how to sort the workouts. I don't understand how to connect my TV or to my laptop or how to use my iPad or whatever it might be. I don't understand, how do I make it look like an app on my phone?" All of those questions, we've got little videos for you. Start with the How to Navigate Get Healthy U TV. That video, I put that one together. It's a couple minutes, but it really, really gives you an overview, and then look at a couple of the others, and then join the Facebook group, because I'm telling you right now, all of you Facebookers out there, GHU TV squad, you women are truly amazing.
Yes.
And I go in I typically go in at night to the group, and when I go in and look, there are questions for me, and people have already answered them for me. I love it. They'll be like, "Hey, Chris, where do I find blah, blah, blah?" And someone else has already answered, "Oh, right here." And I'm like, I love you guys. I love you, man.
I think another thing, if you're wondering where to start with workouts, like the Facebook group, ask people where to start, because they'll have great, they've done them all or have done a few of them. So if you join the Facebook group, they'll be great resources.
We also do mark every workout that is beginner. So it has a little orange tab that says beginner. So oh, this would be good for me. Or any calendars that are geared towards beginners, we wrote beginner on it, so that you can kind of go, all right, this is better for me, because we really do have all levels of fitness in our membership.
We do.
That's what makes it good.
Back to a few of the holiday questions. Do you have any fun ideas for great holiday gifts for fit friends?
Fit friends. Well, if it's just for a friend, a lot of times I do, gosh, I'm trying to think of some of the things. Do you have any ideas too? I mean, depends on what your budget is.
Yeah.
Even fit friends, I tend to do, I do candles a lot. I love candles or essential oils, because a lot of people who exercise do love essential oils.
Water bottles.
Water bottles, a cute water bottle. These Yetis. Are the best, and make a great water bottle or a coffee. Most people who work out also drink coffee. So a cute coffee mug, a gift card or something from your favorite fitness store or Dick's Sporting Goods.
Or your favorite restaurant that, like Crisp and Green. I know a lot of my friends, for you Minnesota people, Crisp and Green is a great one.
Yes. Absolutely.
Restaurants that you enjoy going to, maybe with them, that are a little bit healthier. I don't know. That's also an option.
Right. I love it.
We have somebody asking, are you doing the 12 Days of Christmas again?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I am talking to Spry about it right now. This would be our 5th annual 12 Days of Fitness. It's been so fun over the years, where every day I demonstrate a different product, and then we give a discount on that product. So stay tuned, because they've had a lot of changes at Spry. I'm just kind of waiting to hear back from them, but I do think we're going to do it.
Perfect. We have Deb commenting, great socks for workout, make great gifts too. Didn't think about that.
Deb, good idea. Great. Because socks make such a freaking difference.
They do.
Whether you have a performance sock on or just a cheap cotton sock, that makes a big difference. That was a great idea. See, you people are so creative. I love it.
They answer our questions for us.
I know.
Okay. Here is a non-holiday question, but a good one. Is it okay to foam roll before you get sore, or should you wait until you're really sore?
Foam rolling is just like therapy. Okay, so think of it as a daily thing to do, whether you're sore or not. I kind of look at foam rolling as just a way to stay healthy. I know that I'm abusing my muscles to some extent on a daily basis. So foam rolling just gets out the knots, improves the circulation, gets rid of, you got fascia under your skin. It's like webbing. And when it gets super tight, that's when you start to get aches and pains and stiffness and soreness. And so you just kind of want to break that fascia up a little bit. So it doesn't matter when you foam roll. You don't have to do it directly after a workout. I do it in the morning. That's what I do before I even work out. I just roll out and kind of get rid of my knots. But yeah, I would say look at it more as therapy, like you would look at a massage. You go get a massage whenever you have time to do it, right?
Right.
That's how I would look at it. And it's very worthy and very smart to do.
Yes, keep up on that, because when you get real tight, it's almost harder.
Yeah.
Okay, we kind of covered this, but how do you stay off the couch when it gets dark and cold at 5 o'clock every single day?
I don't. I get right on that couch. No, I'm kidding.
Do you?
So that's why like I said, I do prefer to work out in the morning and then do something a little more active in the evening, like walk the dog in the evening. But when it gets cold, it just gets cold and it's dark, and I'm not going to do that. So I flip the switch a little bit, and I'm doing a little bit extra activity in the morning, and then at night I am doing less. And I think it's your body's circadian rhythm too, where it's dark, you're already in your pajamas I was joking the other day on Instagram, all of you Instagrammers, I put a little post up that said, daylight savings for me, it's the first day of the year where I say I'm not going outside after 6 p.m. till April. But maybe there's, things that you can do in your house at night, or maybe there's activities that, as the holidays approach, I find myself cleaning and doing laundry and doing things that need to get done to get ready for the holidays, because I'm entertaining and I have so many people coming. But it's a true issue. Do you find yourself spending more time sitting around at night?
Funny thing, my schedule is super busy in the winter, so
she coaches dance. She coaches high school dance.
Yeah,
that's a whole different.
Most days I don't get home until 9, but I prefer having it that way just because I would go home and sit on the couch, and so it keeps me busy. But I'm less busy in the summer, and I find myself feeling the opposite during the summer.
That's funny, because it is totally opposite for me. And being an empty nester now, when my kids were little, I never sat on the couch, because it was by the time you got them home from school and did dinner and then finished your work and then went and drove them to every sport, blah, blah, blah. And now I do honestly find myself spending more couch time. But I also find myself making time for more podcasts, more books, catching up on series and things that I want to watch. And if I know that I've been active in the morning, I don't feel quite as guilty about it.
Absolutely. Going back to, we just have a suggestion. Would you ever make a video about foam rolling?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. Okay. We have an article on gethealthyu.com about foam rolling, as well as a download. We did one of our actual members, one of our squad members, asked for a download that she could print out and look at the different exercises. So we did make that. But that's a good idea. I feel like we did. I feel like we did some sort of a video. I have to look back. It was a couple years ago. So we could definitely put that on our rotation to add a new one. I did do a video on low back pain and how to roll out your low back, because you don't want to take a foam roller straight up and down your back. Your foam roller is for your hips and your legs and your shoulders, but you don't want to go down the center of your spine. And I showed in that video how to use a massage ball. Yep. And I use that daily. It is literally what keeps me upright. I share it with so many people that I finally just made a video of it so I could, email my friends and all of you that video. So do check that out. That's on Get Healthy U TV for low back stretching. But Sam will add that to our 10-minute videos.
We will.
Foam rolling.
What are your thoughts on wearing a weighted vest while walking? She actually used it during a kickboxing class yesterday, and she said her body is aching. But what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know if I would use it during kickboxing because jumping up and down, that just might be hard on the joints. You're weighting the joints. That's why I always tell people, like, when they lose weight, they have this joyous, like, feeling, because think of all that weight, bearing down on your joints all the time. It really helps when you lose weight. So that being said, I don't know about the weighted vest while jumping up and down, but while walking, it's great. It just gives you more resistance against gravity. For me, I just won't wear it in the summer because I just feel like I look funny, and call me, I'm not being vain, but I just don't like the way it looks. So I don't really, and plus you get too hot. I mean, it's so hot. But in the winter, you got your winter coat on. I mean, it could be good. So I would try it.
Yeah.
I would definitely try it.
Do you have any motivational podcast recommendations to help get moving when the weather is less than ideal? Walking, if you're walking alone, any good podcasts that you recommend?
I'm a podcast lover. But I listen to a lot of like entrepreneurial podcasts. So I love the Guy Raz, How I Built This. But you don't have to be an entrepreneur to listen to that.
No, not at all.
That is an amazing podcast. He literally interviews all these people who have started crazy companies like Zappos and Tom's Shoes and Angie's Boom Chicka Pop and Stacy's Pita Chips, and like just it's so interesting to hear how these people developed whatever it was from nothing, and so it's pretty cool. I love that. I love you don't even have to be local. I like By All Means, which is by one of our local gals. She is the editor-in-chief of Twin Cities Business magazine, and she interviews Twin Cities entrepreneurs and business owners. And again, I just love listening to people's minds and how they came up with it. I listened to Rachel Hollis's Let's Rise podcast. I do like that. She had Tim McGraw on 2 days ago.
Oh, I'm going to have to listen to that
one. I love Tim McGraw. And they were talking about his fitness routine, so I love that. Yeah. I love Oprah's Super Soul Sunday. I listen to that. And I love Dr. Hyman. He is a naturopath, well, I shouldn't say not naturopath. He is a true doctor, but he does a lot of functional medicine. He has 2 podcasts. One's called House Calls, one's called Doctor's Pharmacy. I even have my husband listening to that one now, and I really, really love it. And that's just, like, there's so too many podcasts now. I don't even know how to pick. There's probably about 10 more that I have on my watch list that I want to
it's definitely, like, what you're interested in. I have a few friends that love, like, murder mystery ones, which I have not
I'm not
tapped
a fiction
into.
person,
Me either. I'm more of the health, fitness, all that, entrepreneur ones too. But
well, and the best gift I got last Christmas was AirPods.
Oh, the best.
My husband gave them to me, and it has changed my world, because when I had my my earphones connected to my phone, and then the leash for the dog, like everything would get all foiled, especially when you're in a winter coat and a hat and a scarf, so those little AirPods,
game changer.
Oh, amazing.
That's
a great Christmas gift.
Say, good Christmas gift. We have Tina. She is 2 months postpartum. Do you have any tips on how to get back on track? She finds that it is hard to make time, and she's also very, very tired.
Oh, and I don't know if this is your first baby, Tina, or your 3rd baby, or whatever it might be, and congratulations.
Yes.
It is a hard time. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. I can't believe some of the new mamas that I know, how hard they work. They're working out, they're doing all these things. When my kids were little, I had 3 kids working full time, my workouts did suffer. They did. I mean, I'll be really honest. There was a point where I felt like working out once a week was a gift of glory for me at that point. And when I switched my full-time job to be in fitness, then things started aligning and I was able to work out more. But I think you have to just find little pockets of time. That's why we love Get Healthy UTV, because a lot of new moms will say 10 minutes is all I've got. And you got to feel good about those 10 minutes, because 10 minutes is better than nothing. And if you're doing 10 minutes 5 days a week, that's better than doing one workout once a month. You're going to end up with better overall health. So give yourself a little grace. Do something at home that's easy to do. I always tell people, if you say, oh, I have a brand new baby at home, but I'm going to sign up for this CrossFit class that's a 20-minute drive, you're never going to go.
Yep.
You're never going to go, because your schedule is going to get foiled. But if you say, hey, I've got a pocket of time and I'm going to open my computer and do a 10-minute workout, boom.
I even noticed Coach Lindsay, the other day, she started a workout and she goes, I only got 10 minutes in, and then, her baby was crying and ready for food, and then she's like, maybe I'll get back to it later, but she's like, I got 10 minutes in, Yeah. And it really, I don't have kids, so I don't know what it's like, but it makes you kind of shift your mindset of 10 minutes is...
10 minutes is worthy.
Absolutely.
It is worthy. Absolutely. Hey, should we talk about our...
I was going to say, it's 1:30.
Okay, so for those of you who have stayed with us, let's talk about our exciting news, and then we'll continue to answer questions.
Yep.
So again, I always go back to the philosophy of, if you ask, we will listen. And for years, Sam can attest to this, people have been saying, why don't we have a live get-together? Why don't we do something where we can all meet each other? Why don't you do a live weekend or something? So guess what? We're doing it.
Yay!
We are doing it. We are having the first ever Get Healthy You TV Fitness Weekend coming up in April of 2020 here in Minneapolis, where we are based. Believe me, we would never ask you to come to Minneapolis in January because we know you wouldn't come. But it is actually pretty in April. I know it's hard to believe. It's a full weekend. Now, I've been teaching at fitness conferences for well over a decade, and it's been something that has been so important to me because when I go to fitness conferences, I just come back rejuvenated. I have a new, renewed interest in myself and my fitness level, and I meet new friends, and I come up with new ideas, and I've tried new things, and I've pushed myself, and I come home just like ready to go. It's like any kind of a retreat that you sign up for, or a self-development retreat, or a yoga retreat. Or I just ran into someone today who said they were leaving on a 10-day yoga retreat. Ooh. That's a long one. But this is our fitness weekend. You can see it up on the screen. If you are on our Get Healthy You TV page, it is right at the bottom of the screen. Just scroll down and you'll see the little ad to get your ticket now to sign up. If you are on Facebook or Instagram, we're going to put links in the comments. Yep. And if you are on our email list, we will be sending you an email. So we sent out an email last week. Now, it's only October. It is. And we got a lot of signups. And we were really excited about it. Yep. So many of you Get Healthy You TV squad members are like, I'm coming, I'm coming. People have already been talking about meeting each other. Some people have talked about their husbands are coming with them. Yeah, I love that. And then they're going to like go to the Twins game, and they're going to do some sightseeing and stuff like that. So if you are interested, it's going to be a full weekend of education, of fitness, of friend making, of memory making, of pushing yourself past limits that you might be kind of holding back on, of helping you think about mindset differently and food differently. We're going to transcend all of that. We have the trainers coming. Yeah. Of the 5 trainers, 4 of them are coming. Awesome. So you can meet the other trainers that you have been working out with for the last few years. We are really excited. We are. So respond to the email. Space is limited. That is the one thing for our first fitness weekend. We have limited space. Yep. So we were pretty shocked at how many people signed up just in 1 week, and it is only October. So don't miss out on the opportunity to join us. I would be so pumped to meet you. And like I just said, anytime I am at a fitness weekend, it is like this renewed, jazzed up feeling. And I look at it almost like, for me, all my girlfriends that we would meet at these conferences, other trainers, we were all educators at these conferences. We're like kids. We'd be like, okay, I'll meet you. All right, let's share a hotel room. It was just, we had so much fun. So I'm super excited for those of you who are interested. Yeah. And we have people wondering if husbands can come. Bring husbands, bring your friends. They probably don't want to come to the fitness conference. I don't know if they'd love that. But they can come to Minneapolis. Well, they could join in on a workout or something if they want to sign up. But they probably don't want to. Well, it depends if they want to pay for it. But I just read one comment where someone said, thank you for having it during a Twins home game. I'm like, I didn't even know it was a Twins home game. But that sounds fun. Target Field is amazing. Yeah. So. Awesome. Okay. Sign up, sign up, sign up. Yes. So we have people asking what your favorite holiday treat is. Okay, well, I love sugar. So I just mentioned earlier gingerbread. I love gingerbread. I love pumpkin pie. I've always loved those cinnamon type spice desserts. I don't know why. I mean, since I've been a kid, my birthday is on Halloween, and I always had an apple crisp or a pumpkin pie for my birthday cake instead of birthday cake. So that's always been my thing. I love gingerbread so much. I love ice cream, like peppermint stick ice cream. My favorite dessert at Christmas is peppermint stick ice cream with like a hunk of gingerbread or something like that. I'm not like a huge chocolate person. I do like chocolate, but I don't crave it. But I love fruity tooty type desserts, so that would be what I go for. I love red wine, and especially at the holidays, I love that with like a good hors d'oeuvre. But my indulgences would probably be a good glass of red wine with maybe some dark chocolate, or ice cream and gingerbread.
There you go.
Of course, I'll probably think about 10 other things I love too.
Halo top, any of those.
Yeah.
Okay, we have somebody, Trisha, she commented yesterday on your Instagram poll. Okay. She says, Chris, first off, thank you for all that you do. Could you talk about exercise and aging? She is 44 and she struggles with not being able to train like she could when she was 40. She goes, I'm feeling a lot older. I've tried different modalities, recently started running again, but finding out that it's hurting your joints. Any thoughts on aging and staying in shape? You're asking the expert, right?
So fun, isn't it? It is truly a mental game. It really is. Because, I'm sitting there and you say 44, I'm like, oh, girlfriend, just wait till you're 54. Because 44 was good. But things do start to change. You need more recovery time. That's one of the things that happens with aging, is your body requires more recovery. Just like anything. When I was talking about indulging earlier, when you'd have like a big night and eat a pizza at 2 in the morning, like you woke up the next day and you were pretty much okay. If I do that now, forget it. I'm down for the count, for like a day. So you need more recovery time for your muscles and your joints. You might need to be kinder to your muscles and your joints. I don't know, because everybody's different. Some people can stay running till they're 80. For me, running in my 40s is when I kind of had to stop. It was super depressing for me, actually, mentally, because I identified as a runner. That was kind of like, I always considered myself like runner at the top of the list. And but for some reason, my left side of my body, my knee, my hip, everything, just really gets screwed up when I run consistently. So I stopped running and started walking. And a lot of people say, well, walking, that doesn't work. Yes, it does, because I walk like every day, burn several hundred calories. It keeps me energized. It strengthens your legs. It's not going to necessarily strengthen your upper body, but it's a good form of movement. Maybe you do need some lower impact things. Maybe you just need to, like for me, high impact a couple days a week, but not every day of the week.
Yep.
Because as I've gotten older, I need that little bit more recovery time. I have some friends who are in their 50s, they do no high impact. I have friends who have had knee replacements or knee surgery or hip things going on, and they say, you know what, no, I'm just going to, anything that you're teaching us, Chris, in our class, I'm just going to modify it and do it lower impact.
Yep.
The one thing I would say is if you're competitive, it's hard. Because, for instance, when I'm standing next to this lovely girl, well, she's almost 30 years younger than me, right? So when I watch her jump up and down, I'm like, oh, I just want to do that. I just want to hold those weights and do that. And, it's not that I'm negative, but it hurts my body. It's just not, I'm not as capable of doing that. I'm still capable of pushing myself. I still love a good challenge. I still want to work out hard for my body and meet my goals, but I just have to change things a little bit, and that's what happens with aging. I think what I've seen happen with a lot of athletes is because they can't do what they were doing before, they just quit.
Yeah.
So they go, oh man, I was an athlete, I was in such good shape, now I'm 50 pounds overweight. Well, don't let that be your, don't let that be the excuse that you say, oh well, I can't do it, so now I'm just going to be a blob. Just modify. Aging is a hard process. It is a hard process. You have to keep that positive attitude and say, listen, you still have a lot of years left ahead of you, so don't just go for more years, go for good years and take care of your body.
Yeah, you just got to be smart about it. I've even had just a few minor, injuries, and I'm like, it's not even worth pushing it to what you used to be able to do. So.
Well, and I always tell people, like, if you're training for a marathon, then you have to run. Like, you have to. If you're training for a triathlon, you have to swim. But if you're just training for life, like you want to stay fit, you want to look toned, you want to have a clear head, you want your heart and all your health numbers to be in check, then cross-train. Listen to your body. Don't overdo it. There's no badge of honor because you jumped up and down 50 times.
Right.
Do what works for your body.
Okay, we have a member saying she thinks that you have awesome advice and you're super motivational. Have you ever thought about doing a podcast?
A lot of people have asked me that, like, oh, how about start a podcast? I'm like, oh, how about, fall over dead? I just have such a tight schedule right now.
You do.
And I would need to cut a few things out of my life in order to add that in. And maybe I will. Maybe I will in the future. But there's just so many podcasts out there right now that I feel like there's a lot to listen to already. But I'm never short on words, so who knows? Thank you for the recommendation.
We have somebody asking, are apples high in carbs?
Oh my gosh, I love this question.
You do.
Apples are natural carbs, so who cares is my answer. Nobody is 20 pounds overweight because they overindulged in apples. I have never in the history of my career had anyone say to me, man, I wish I wouldn't have indulged in all those apples. I mean, I am super fat because of apples, said no one ever. So I do not worry about the carbs in fruit, ever, or vegetables. They are natural carbs, they are healthy. Fruit is so different than added sugar. Fruit, yes, it is fructose, but it is combined with fiber. And when it is combined with fiber, your body uses it differently than just that added sugar shot into your system. So plus, all fruit is combined with extra antioxidants and vitamins and minerals that your body needs. They help you feel satiated. So eat an apple with zero guilt ever. Nobody gains 10 pounds because they ate one apple a day. That just doesn't happen. I eat a banana every day, and I still argue with my older sister who says, bananas make you fat. I'm like, really? I can't even go there with her anymore because I'm like, every athlete eats a banana every day.
Every day, yeah.
So don't worry about fruit. Don't worry about those carbs. Worry about the carbs coming from processed food, bags, boxes, cartons, crunchies, salties, nacho platter that you ordered, loaded potato skins. Those are your problem.
We have somebody saying that she strength trains 3 days a week.
Okay.
The scale goes up and down, but the clothes are getting smaller in size. How do you get the scale number to go down?
Throw it out.
Thank you.
Throw out the scale. Because if your clothes size is going down, who cares what you weigh?
Yep.
And as a female, your weight is going to fluctuate about 5 pounds a month based on your cycle. Mm-hmm. So you have this 28-day cycle, and you go through the beginning and then the end, and then the beginning and the end, and sometimes at certain parts of the cycle it's easier to get inflamed, mm-hmm. and weightlifting causes inflammation. And actually, I know that when I am either overlifting, I'm super sore, I'm giving myself no recovery, or I'm getting very little sleep, I weigh more.
So do I, yep.
And then when I get some good sleep, or I just let my body recover a little bit, I weigh less because it's based on inflammation and water table in your body. So don't, if you're just fluctuating a couple pounds, but your clothes size is going down, I'd be like, hip, hip,
Super
hooray.
excited.
You're obviously
Yeah.
losing body fat, gaining muscle,
Yep.
Which makes a really big difference.
I always go by how my clothes fit.
Always.
Yep.
If my jeans don't zip, there's a problem.
Right.
But if I've gained a pound on the scale, I don't care.
Yep.
10 pounds, 20, that's a problem.
Is it bad to work out after a meal? She said she always works out in the afternoon, so she eats lunch, then waits about 30 minutes to work out. Does it have the same effect?
If it doesn't bother you, that's fine. Most people do not like to have a full stomach when they're exercising because all the blood is rushing to the digestive system, and either A, they're going to feel sluggish, B, they're going to be burping or,
Yeah.
or feeling like acid reflux or whatever,
Yeah.
or not be motivated enough to get their heart rate up high enough. So you have to listen to your body. But if that 30-minute window is good enough for you, I also don't know what you're eating for lunch. So if you're not eating a very big lunch, maybe 30 minutes is just fine. I find that I can eat breakfast in the morning and then work out an hour later and I'm fine. Mm-hmm. But I tend to not eat a lot before a workout.
Yeah, me neither. Going back to what you just were talking about with the cycle, is that cycle still relevant during peri or menopause?
Mm-hmm. You still have a cycle during perimenopause and menopause. Now, postmenopause, that's a whole different system, or a whole different thing, because once you're postmenopause, meaning no period for over a year, then your hormones aren't doing that dip throughout the month. But in perimenopause which are the years leading up to menopause. Mm-hmm. And then menopause is that time when you are missing your period for a couple of months, then you might get it back, and then you miss it, and then you might get it back. You just feel cuckoo banana because instead of having a regular schedule, hormones are really fluctuating at odd times of the month, and you feel, nuts in some cases. Some people can regulate through it, some can't. That's why you get the hot flashes and the fuzzy brain and forgetfulness, or that's why you feel low energy at certain times. So it all depends on how you can muddle through it, but you are getting that lift of estrogen and progesterone throughout the month and then lowering. It just gets for lack of better words, messed up. It's not as, and some people never have a regular cycle anyway, but for those of you who are like, so many women will say, I was so regular for so many years of my life, and now I feel like a complete crazy human because your cycle's all over the place. Just hold on tight. Once you get through menopause, it's like everything goes like this.
Smooth
flat
sailing,
line.
right?
No, well, just flat lines.
Okay, we have a question from Tina. How do you stay disciplined when it comes to food, such as portion control and not eating too much junk? She goes, I love exercise, but I also love food.
Yeah, I love food too. How about you?
I do too.
I love food. Okay, there was a diet a long time ago called volumetrics. It was a cool, I'm not a huge fan of diets, but the one thing I loved about this one was it was eat foods that are low in calorie in volume, where you don't feel guilty about it. So like fruits and vegetables, I eat so many. Like I never feel guilty to eat broccoli dipped in hummus or cauliflower or celery and carrots dipped in guacamole. Like I never feel guilty about that because I fill myself up with vegetables so that then when I do get a side of cheesy potatoes or whatever, I'm not as interested in having a huge portion. And I will tell you, like in the years where I was traveling a lot for work and I would be in airports and I would be so hungry, it's like my schedule hadn't worked out. You literally have so little self-control because you're so hungry, you think, oh, I just have to eat this thing, and you eat too much of it. So load yourself up on the whole concept of volumetrics was eat large volumes of food that is low in calories and high in nutrients. Fruits, vegetables, those are really the two main categories that give you tons of bang for your buck, and they're low in calories, and you can feel satiated. And add in those healthy fats. Because if you are eating healthy fats, you feel satiated longer. And when I'm eating nuts and seeds, or I'm eating, guacamole, avocados, I just feel satisfied. If I never give myself those healthy fats, I've always got that hankering for more. Yeah.
Good suggestion. Okay. Supplements, what are the best ones to take? What do you suggest? What do you take?
Okay, and I'm just looking at our Instagram. I'm looking at everybody. So you guys are not asking a lot of questions on Instagram. Let's see. Oh, okay. So back to supplements. I don't take a lot of supplements in the summer. For those of you who live in warm weather all the time, lucky you. So in the summer, I'm getting adequate vitamin D, from the sunshine, just being outside. I eat a lot more fish and seafood, so I'm getting my fish oil, my omega-3s. I tend to just have more energy from daylight, and I just don't take a lot of supplements in the summer. In the winter, I was just commenting to my husband that I've started back on my vitamin D because I realized that I haven't seen the sun. My skin has not seen the sun in like 2 weeks.
I feel like forever.
Like 2
already.
weeks. So I always take a vitamin D supplement in the darker months. I started taking my fish oil again because I'm not eating as much fish. And so everybody needs fish oil. If you do not eat any seafood, you need to take a fish oil supplement because the EPA and the DHA and the ALA, those are the 3 omega-3s. The EPA and the DHA are only in seafood, in fish. You can't find them anywhere else. ALA is in chia seeds and flaxseed and walnuts, and you can get that ALA in a lot of places. But the EPA and the DHA, you need seafood. So if you're not eating seafood, start taking a fish oil. They are not fishy in flavor at all. Do you take fish oil?
We're actually just talking about this. I need to find one that is not super fishy.
Right. The Nordic Naturals is the brand that I think is the best. You can get them at Whole Foods. You can get them online at Amazon. And they are not at all fishy. And even my kids, when they were little, would take those. Kids are super particular. So try that out. I've been taking some B12 at this time of year. Because of the less daylight, I feel a little bit lower energy, and B12 is going to be that giver of energy. Also, if you eat a lot of meat, you probably don't need the B12, but it just depends. And then I don't take calcium personally because I do bone building exercise every day. But if you are doing zero weightlifting, let's change that. Let's get you lifting weights. Let's get you doing some bone building type of activities, or if you're slight, I have a few friends. We have a few friends in common who are very tiny people, and their doctors say, you got to keep that bone mass up to reduce your risk of osteoporosis. Then you do want to take some sort of a calcium supplement. I have taken a multivitamin over the years. We've worked with some different vitamin companies that have given me multivitamins, and I do like them, but I don't necessarily feel the need for that. I kind of supplement where I need it. Magnesium. I take extra magnesium.
Magnesium.
Magnesium will help reduce muscle cramps and stiffness. And as you get older, our friend who was saying I'm 44, just wait till you're 54. You get out of bed like the Tin Man. And so I love having magnesium. And magnesium also helps with sleep.
Sleep, yeah.
And that has been good for me too.
Yes. Awesome.
Oh, and I do take collagen.
Oh, yeah.
I've been taking collagen for about 6 years because your body starts to produce less collagen, skin, hair, and nails. That's primarily why I take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which BiPro protein powder do you recommend for a person that works out for about 30 minutes?
So BiPro rebranded. Those of you who know that we work with BiPro because we love it. BiPro rebranded. They used to have just one brand of protein powder. They now have 3 different brands. I like the Elite. That is their regular. That is their long-standing formula that they've always had. It's good. It's certified for sport. It has 0 additives. It is just whey protein. I love it. It gives me no stomach issues, no gas, no digestive problems. It's readily used for the muscles because it is high in leucine, which is one of the amino acids that's important for muscle synthesis. So I love the Elite. Now, they made a Bold. Bold is one of the brands. And Bold has extra added fat in it. So it's going to keep you satiated longer. So if you're somebody who drinks a protein shake and then doesn't eat till noon, you might like the Bold. It's cheaper. It's a little less expensive based on the way the whey protein is. You can get, let's see, I can't even think right now, but there's a couple different ways to create whey protein. Why am I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. Can you? No? It's not condensed. I'm okay, menopause brain, forget it.
We lost her.
You lost me. But it's a little bit different formulation of the whey. So like my kids like the Bold. They like the way it tastes, and they like that it's cheaper, easier on their wallet. The Renew is a little lighter on the stomach, a little lighter flavor. It's geared towards seniors. It's geared towards people who maybe just had surgery or are recovering. It's geared towards people who have stomach issues. So there's 3 different types now, and I recommend the Elite. For me. That's what I do.
Awesome. So we have about 5 minutes left.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for staying with us, all of you.
Yes.
Okay, last minute question.
Last minute question. Would you consider making more 20-minute full body workouts?
Yes, for sure we would. Yeah, that's a really good question. So we are going to be doing some 20-minute chair workouts coming up.
We will be.
Sam and I are filming those. When I say chair workout, I mean you will be sitting in a chair. We get so many requests from active people who are stuck in a boot, who have had a hip replacement or a knee replacement or have an ankle injury or whatever it might be. We have people who are senior citizens and say, sitting in a chair is my speed. So we're going to create a series of chair workouts that are going to be 20 minutes long for those. But we'll add the Power 20. If you are a Get Healthy TV member, check out the Power 20. Those are all full body 20-minute workouts. And I filmed those about 4 years ago, and they're still like some of my favorite ones. Yeah, and they're some of my favorite workouts because they are some of the more fun formats. I think they're kind of boot campish or circuit workouts. But yeah, Sam's she remembers everything. She's writing it down.
I got it down.
We'll do more 20 minutes.
We have, let's see, a guest question. She's trying to lose weight, but because of bad bilateral knee osteoarthritis and balance problems, she does not know how to exercise to get the weight off.
So you need to do some form of cardio to burn up calories. I mean, strength training is going to rev your metabolism for sure over time, which is important. It's going to help you build muscle. It's going to keep your joints healthy. So there's a million good benefits for lifting weights. And it will help you lose weight over time because as your body is becoming more metabolic, if you will, you'll burn more calories every single day. But that extra burst of just getting off those extra 300 calories from cardio and also for your heart health, if you are overweight, is super important and good for your health numbers. With your knee problem, I don't know exactly what you're limited to. I mean, a lot of people with knee injuries can still bike. Can still do an elliptical machine. I would recommend those for sure. They're low impact. Swimming is always easy on the joints. However, I don't like getting in a swimming pool, especially in the winter. So I don't recommend it to everybody because I'm like, how compliant are you going to be? But it is a good form of exercise. There are some great, even water aerobic classes that are intense. You could do any kind of a pedaling machine. There are a lot of machines that just can sit at the bottom of your couch and you pedal your legs up and down like you're on a bike. I just sold one yesterday on Home Shopping on Shop HQ. A cute little pedaler that, for instance, my mom loves because you just have it sitting down on the floor under the couch. And there's several different brands of that. And then, of course, some people with knee injuries can do yoga. Yoga, like a hot yoga class, that'll burn some calories and strengthen the muscles around your knee. If your knee injury is such that you need to strengthen your knee, then any kind of a movement that you can do that is low impact, like an elliptical, like a bike, like a pedaler, will help you to start strengthen those muscles.
So I think I have one thing that I want to share.
Okay.
And then I think that we should just give them, the exciting news one more time for people that might have hopped in late. And then I think we're ready to wrap up. So we have a member. She is 53, totally understands in slowing down. However, she keeps moving thanks to Get Healthy You. She said she started her health journey with us at Get Healthy UTV at 156 pounds and now is at 114 pounds.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, at 4 feet 11 inches.
Oh my gosh.
So she just kind of wanted to give a little shout out. Thanks to you watching with encouragement, all of the Get Healthy UTV coaches. She says, thank you, thank you, thank you. She realizes it's a process of a lifetime, but she is very thankful.
Okay, first of all, she's 53?
Yes.
Awesome. I don't know who you are, but please email me. We would love to see your before and after picture if you'd be willing to share it. Before and after pictures can be very powerful for people to see that you can make a change at any age. So email me, Chris at gethealthyu.com. All right? Email me. I would love to hear from you. Congratulations. That's proof that you just have to move.
You do.
And it's those little baby steps. It is not, that one big step. It's not joining that CrossFit class and killing yourself every day. If that works for you, that's great. But for most people, starting with baby steps and slowly but surely adding on, and then eating healthier and doing things that are healthy for the mind and the body, it's a life changer. So I'm super excited. Congratulations. That's great.
Yep. And then one last time,
let's talk about our fitness weekend coming up in April 2020. Yes, you've asked for it. We are doing it. We are finally doing it. We are going to have a live fitness weekend with the Get Healthy UTV trainers. It is at a hotel in Minneapolis. It is April, so we promise you, we're promising no snow. Can I
cross your fingers?
Yeah, cross your fingers. But it'll be the beginning of spring. We're going to have a bunch of fitness classes. We're going to have swag bags. We're going to have educational classes about mindset and food. We're going to do group activities. We're going to meet friends. This is a great way. If you've ever been that person who goes on, I've gone on a lot of professional development weekends where I've gone by myself or with a friend to, just kind of do some professional development for business. I've taught at fitness conferences for 15 years, and they're so renewing.
They are.
And refreshing. So maybe this is your holiday gift to you. Shopping for yourself. We will put the link up. It's on the Get Healthy UTV page. It's on the Facebook page. Yep. We'll add it to Instagram. We want you to be able to sign up. We just opened sign up, and we're having a really good response. So don't miss out because there is limited space available, and we're so excited. I can't wait to meet all of you who are coming. It's going to be so much fun. So just wanted to share that with you. Good luck through the holidays, everybody. We do come live once a month.
Yep.
We'll see. Are we going to come live in December?
December. We haven't set a date, but I think so.
Typically, we come most months of the year.
Yep.
Answer questions. Don't give up on yourself. Adjust your schedule to meet your holiday needs, and most of all, enjoy it because it is a fun time of year.
It is.
And I'm going to poll everybody and ask, when is it okay to put your holiday decorations up? I want to know, is it too early? Because I kind of want to do it.
Oh.
All right, well, I'll talk about that later. Talk to you later. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.